take a look at those current temperatures because we're starting off on another mild note, and if you've been outside already, you can feel just how muggy it is. Temperatures ranging anywhere from the low 70s up into the upper 70s from southeast Iowa to northeast Missouri. Coolest area out towards Mount Pleasant, actually down at 68 degrees, but we have seen some areas fluctuating. Kirksville went from 81 to 77. We've had Fairfield jumping up from in the mid 60s to now up towards 70 degrees, and we're going to continue to see these temperatures just soaring well past the normal temperatures for this time of year, right up in towards the mid and upper 90s. And we also have to deal with another day of that high humidity value. So dew point temperatures once again in towards the mid 70s. So another very, very muggy day. The only relief is going to be some stronger winds in the early afternoon that will help keep the air moving just a little bit, and that will keep the mugginess factor a little bit lower. Unfortunately, though, heat index values will still range between 105 and 110 degrees today, rather than them being upwards of 110 if we didn't have that wind gusting up towards about 21 miles an hour. So taking a look at the future track, sky conditions, we're not going to see much in the way of sky conditions today besides just plenty of sunshine. So temperatures right up in towards the upper 90s for some of us, between about 95 to 98 degrees is what we're going to be looking at for the high temperatures today across the heartland. So make sure you are finding ways to stay hydrated, stay cool, and unfortunately that heat index value gets measured in the shade. So if you get out in the sun in the afternoon hours, that adds about 15 degrees to that heat index value. Heading in towards Saturday morning, another mild night, clear skies, temperatures in the mid and upper 70s, but cloud cover will start building in Saturday afternoon as we gear up for our next round of showers and storms, and it's going to be along a frontal boundary that we have to kind of pay attention to, because if it starts to shift a little bit earlier, that could bring that severe potential into our region rather than seeing it last through the overnight hours, and then that cold front dives through and brings with it some stronger thunderstorms, but as they kind of get through our area, we see them tapering off into some more general thunderstorm activity. Temperatures once again in towards the mid 90s. So storms starting off roughly around 9 p.m. Saturday night. So that'll be good for us. That means most of these storms will push through during the overnight hours when things are cooling down, when you get a more stable environment. But we have to watch out for early Sunday morning as the cold front starts to dive through. We could be looking at a little bit of extra energy added to the equation, pushing those storms into more of a severe characteristic. So we will be keeping our eyes on that situation. Keep an eye on the updates from myself, Teresa, and especially Chris over the weekend. As for what the Storm Prediction Center has in their outlook, well, a marginal risk over portions of the area, mainly looking at a general thunderstorm outlook as that cold front dives past the region, and then really focusing in on the slight risk outlook up towards Des Moines. That's going to help decide where the severe threat is going to be found the greatest. So here's a look at a larger view of everything. So there's the frontal boundary setting up, showers and storms picking up near 9, and then through the overnight hours, these storms continue to pull through as that front does. We could see some reinitialization of strong storms Sunday afternoon as that cold front starts to dive away from the area. As for your extended forecast, unfortunately, the heat advisory will end on Saturday, but the high heat doesn't look to be ending anytime soon. Now let's go ahead and send it over to Ella.